Tewantin State School has recognised its cultural diversity. A flag ceremony was held today to show the students why it's important to learn about diversity, the history of our land and our Indigenous elders.
We've been celebrating a lot of cultural studies within the last week with NAIDOC Day, NAIDOC Week, and the school has a big Harmony Day focus here.
Taiwanese exchange students were also given an insight into the Australian way of life.
Ready, go.
讲到我们金门的话，我们现在是国小的所有的5年级学生，还有国中的2年级学生，还有高中的2年级学生，然后这个都有比例的。以国小来讲的话，就是全县的学生的1/3，就是每一年都是参加国际教育。我相信这些小朋友绝对是金门未来的领导人。这些小朋友一定是澳洲可以学到很多的事情。对他们未来的话，也一定会有很大的帮助。
Let's go 了，来了。 我是第五小队，第五。
干杯！
它的肠胃道有细菌、益生菌，而且呢，这一些要怎么消化呢？都在它的肠胃道里面去提供。来，我们先进去里面哈。
Good morning, welcome to Lone Pine and welcome to the Sheepdog Show. My name is Misha and I am one of the trainers here today. With me I have Hunter, who is a 6-year-old Border Collie, and you may have seen Rex a little bit earlier. Rex is
不用担心了，就手摊平这样还好。
还要跟我看，有没有？
I would like to dedicate my appreciation and thankfulness to the Queensland Education Department.
And this special gift for adults for the teachers. So we won't be sharing that one with the children, but teachers, you will get a special sample of this special gift on Friday.
Coordinate study tour programs with our schools, public schools in Queensland. But all the schools who want to participate in the study tours, they need to be accredited. Therefore, they are able to host the study tours. So Ms. Patel and Ms. Kelly Miles, they are both accredited. They are trained by us. Therefore, they are very qualified to host international students on the study tour programs at
We in Queensland, the Queensland government isn't involved in international education for the money and the bringing in of revenue. It's about our primary objective, our number one objective is to expose our children, our students, to students from other countries, because that's how, and if we can do that at as young as possible age, we feel we can influence their cultural development, and some of them will then go on to be cultural leaders. Our long-term international student programs and our short-term study tours, it's all about exposing our kids, our Queensland children, to the world.
Well, they can learn a lot about the visiting students' culture. They can pick up, language, for example, but also traditions and sort of things that the visiting students might do. So there's a lot of sharing and becoming aware that, of how things happen in another place in the world, which is really wonderful. So being truly global citizens. I know that there's also a great opportunity to share in the classroom situation. So we had one of our Taiwanese students actually leading a little part of a lesson, a maths lesson, which was really great for him, practicing his English, but also for our Australian students learning from him. And just becoming friends and hopefully keeping those contacts maybe throughout their lives, I think is such a positive thing, and realising how similar we all are. really, if I can just interrupt, a really good leadership opportunity for our students who are buddies, so they gain a lot of really good experiences from that, and it develops them as you know, individuals as well.
Well, I've noticed how quickly the students have become friendly with one another, and our Australian students have been so excited to be buddies, helping out the students during their visit. They're talking all the time about what they're experiencing, what they're learning, and they're really enjoying having the students with them as well. And they feel it's quite special being a buddy because they have a responsible role. So they help day to day into the classrooms, taking them where they need to be, and really enjoying that as well. And the rest of the class is also quite excited to have the students.
Apple? Yes. Logan is your buddy? Jenny. Jenny and Judy.
这边你上课可以听懂多少？还有多少成？
一半吧。
一半了。数学比我们简单。
数学可以啊。
数学比我们简单就对了。
非常简单。
你在澳洲，你在加拿大，你哪里刚第二？
没有，就是那个露丝啊。是。露丝啊，有吐司、奶油加蜂蜜，还有爆米花，还有那个我送的玉米棒，还有蛋糕。
Well, I've had first-hand experience. I had 2 of the students come and stay with me for one night, and they were the most well-mannered and polite and helpful students that, you know, I wanted to keep them. And they're just very well prepared and very sort of observant of what's happening, and obviously looking to sort of learn. So yeah, I've been really, really impressed, with all of them. And they're so young as well, so it's a credit to you how well they've behaved, and it's quite amazing for that age.
Oh yes, we're having a conversation now, but very polite, always where they need to be when they have to be somewhere. I listen very carefully to what the information is we're giving them, and very, very easy to
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and link. 2, 3, 4.
By asking for volunteer families, and then part of my role is to talk to the families about what's involved in the program, what they will be responsible for as far as the students staying in their home. And then I visit the families and meet the families, the whole family, mum and dad and the children, go out and make sure that the home and that the family are going to be suitable families. And the volunteers are really interested to learn about another culture and experience that opportunity for their own children as well. So there's quite a selection process, quite a lot of paperwork, but also, and that's part of our checking to make sure we have suitable families. But in the main, our families volunteer very, very quickly and very openly to be involved.
I don't think there's too much of a difference. Kids are kids no matter where they come from. There is differences in personalities. I can see that from the upfront because I have 3 kids with 3 different personalities. They all love sport, and that's where I think they've bonded, is just because literally the first day they were down at the basketball courts, they got off the bus, we went down there, and I said, because I had to go pick my son up who was playing, and they're like, oh, basketball, and they all went and played. And that kind of broke the ice, and that's where I think kids, because you don't have to speak English to be able to play, and I think that it just, it helps them. I don't think there's too many differences between the kids. I do notice a little bit more, it could be just because of the situation they're in though, is that they like their electronics and their phones a little bit more.
Was universal.
Yeah, because a little bit more, even walking home, he will have his phone here, and I went, you're not going to see the koalas if you don't.
No, that's Dennis. Dennis is
oh, Dennis is the phone.
Oh
Sorry.
God, no.
I know, so I'm getting them all confused.
That's why.
I think like that, there's not too much, and considering they're here for such a little time, it's hard to, like, you're not going to be going, oh, you need to be doing chores or anything like that. They're just here to have a good time and just fit in with the family, and I think as long as they're doing that, that's all I expect of them. And so yeah, I really can't find anything too much other than off your phone. They fit in very well, and we tend to just take them wherever we go and do whatever we do. Like we would, and I tried to like walk home with them just to keep them out in the air, and like we go to football on Sunday, they come there, and like tomorrow we'll go to tennis, so they'll just come there and just hang out and play, like they'll have rackets they can hang and do stuff. So we do a lot of that sort of stuff. And then when we went to football, because we were down at Wynnum, we went to the water and had a walk out there, try to take a few photos. We had a barbecue here with some friends on the weekend, and so they had kids all at the school as well, and they all just come. So there was 5, 10, 14, 15, 16 of us, and quite a few kids. So we had a fire, and they toasted marshmallows, and we cooked on the pit barrel. They smoked ribs, and you know, they were able to eat that sort of food, and they just play. They all just play together, and you know, they fit in very easily. And a lot of the other kids just, you know, they just go between each other, and yeah, very easily.
So should we just wave to the camera?
我也是。有米饭，有米饭，对，好吃吗？好吃。
很好，太简单了，太简单了。
什么东西太简单？
数学。
数学太简单。
上课还可以去外面玩电脑。
然后玩就打球。跳绳，对不对？对。我们还要跟他们跳绳。在这边上100分比我们这边学过。
是180。
你们准备好要回家了吗？
不想。
不想？为什么？
太好玩了。
这里好玩的地方在哪里？
在面对海滩干净，超干净。
像一棵海草，海草，海草，海草，随波飘摇，海草，海草。